Hello, sixth graders. This is Miss Mendoza, and what I'm going to be showing you in this video is how to go through the Google Slides, what to expect on them. This will be how your assignments might look like. Sometimes they might look different, but I will always have a video to help you go through it. So make sure that you watch this video first before you go into the assignment. So if you already started the assignment, that's fine, but watch this whole video first before you continue on that. So I'm going to go ahead and guide you through it. So make sure you have your Google Slides open, and you could always pause and do the assignment, and then you go ahead and come back to the video so it could guide you. So make sure that you're following along with the video. So we always start with the title page, this one is Welcome to Class. This is the first day of class, and this is August 24th. Now, the second page will always be your learning target. So learning target is just telling you what you're going to learn for the day. So in this case, where the learning target is, I can share about myself and get to know my teacher. So that's your learning target. So all you're doing is you're going to tell me how you learn, what you like, would you describe yourself, and things like that. But I'm also going to give you information about myself. Now, my name is Miss Mendoza. This is my 16th year teaching math. I've taught 6th, 7th, and 8th. This is my 10th year here at Rudder Middle School. I am currently in a master's program to become a counselor. So you might see me leave the classroom when you're in the class, or you might see me doing some virtual counseling, and that's because I am doing internship, which means I am practicing to become a counselor. So I'm a counselor in training. So just to let you know about that. Now here is some information on how to get a hold of me. So you could email me, and that's my email address. And all you have to do is go ahead and click on the link. When you're live, you click on it, and it's going to give you a menu, and basically all you're going to do is click on it again, and it'll take you straight to my email address. My virtual hours is Monday and Wednesday, and that's going to be from 7:45 to 8:30. And what that's going to consist of is just if you need help with tutoring, this is a time to help you. If you need help with the lesson, this is a time that I will help you. Now, make sure that you're doing that as soon as possible so you'll be able to understand the lesson before we go further into another lesson. Now, if your parents need to contact me, or if you want a tutoring thing, all you have to do is click on that, and when you click on that, it links you also to my Zoom link. And I'll be live every Monday and Wednesday, waiting to see if anybody will show up. Now, if your parents need to meet with me one-on-one, they will need to go ahead and send me an email, and we will schedule a meeting, and then I'll create another link for a private meeting. Now, this is to let me know what you prefer to be called. Now, some students have nicknames, and sometimes you prefer to do that, or you have a middle name and you prefer to be called by your middle name. So this is where you're going to tell me what you prefer to be called. So you would call me Miss Mendoza, and if, say, for instance, your name is Cynthia, but you want me to call you Cindy, I'll go ahead and call you Cindy. So make sure you understand, or you write in that name for that. This is our school bell schedule. Now, this schedule represents the time that you'll be in class. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be in first period for all the 52 minutes, but you do need to be in the Zoom meets from 8:40 to 9. Now, it's very important that you attend the Zoom meets because sometimes I will be reviewing the lesson before, or if you need help, that's the time to ask. So if you're in the Zoom meets, it's beneficial for you to be there, and it's beneficial for you to participate. So make sure you're doing that. The lessons will be on video, so I'll be recording videos for that. So make sure you are attending those Zoom meets. Now, I will be live all class period, but you could always log off when you were done with the meet. So make sure you are logging in every day. Now, we're going to be working virtually, so it's very different from last year when you were doing virtual learning. This year, you're gonna have to be in a Zoom meet every class period, and I know it's gonna be different for you because you are coming from elementary. You only have one teacher, but now you're gonna have 8 different teachers. So make sure that you are logging into all the Zoom meets. So this is what it's expected when you are working. So when you're attending a live session, make sure you're finding a quiet spot where you can focus, have cameras on and the mics muted. And it's very important to have cameras on, and if you have the cameras on, you need to make sure that you are properly dressed, because you need to be wearing your shirts, make sure that you comb your hair, make sure that you're not eating breakfast or you're not playing games or you're not watching TV, because it's very important that you're concentrating on the live session. You need to actively participate, because if you just show up to the Zoom meet but you don't participate, you will not be counted as present. And then make sure that you're taking turns. Be respectful of others when they're talking. So if you need to talk, make sure you click on the raise your hand in the Zoom meet, and we'll go ahead and work with that. And I'll give you a call. I'll call you out whenever it's your turn to talk. Now, when you're working on daily work, because during the live sessions, we're not going to be working on the assignments. You're going to be just talking about how you did, if you have any questions on the previous lesson, or just playing games. Sometimes we'll be doing that. But when you're doing your daily work, make sure you find a spot where you can focus and submit daily assignments. That also counts for you to be counted as present. What is required from a student? Now, what you need to do daily is complete the work for the day. And what you need to do weekly is read the agenda and check your grades and hack. That is what is required from you. Now, this is where you are going to go ahead and become more interactive. Now, when you go to your Google Slides, it's going to say, what are you excited about this year? And it's going to say, click to show text, to submit text or something like that. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on that, and what you're going to do is just going to type in the information to answer this question. So make sure you are answering that, because that's part of your assignment. Here on this one, what you're going to do is going to be click and drag the stars on all the ways you like to learn. So you're going to read each part. So it says, I like to read information. I like to hear and see information in videos. I like to take notes to use later. I like to play learning games. And the last one, I like to move things around and create. So if you notice, I went ahead and put this star already, but when you get to your Google Slides, all you're going to do is you're going to click on the star, and it's going to go ahead and put a square around it, and you're going to drag it to wherever you need to put it. So I went ahead and dragged this star here, because I like to play learning games, and that's the way I learn. So make sure that you understand that. Make sure that you do this, because that's part of your grade too. Here in this slide, it says list 3 words to describe yourself. So again, it's going to tell you to click so you could submit text. So you go ahead and click on that, and you tell me 3 words to describe yourself. So my description, I would say, I'm organized, I'm motivated, and I love math. So that's what I'm going to put here, and that's what you would need to think of, something for yourself to click on that. So make sure you're doing that. This next one says list 3 words to describe the best teacher you have ever had. So think of the teacher, one of your favorite teachers. You've been in school 5 or 6 years, so you probably had a favorite teacher. Think of that teacher and think of how you would describe her. Was she nice? Was she helpful? Did she joke around? So those are things that you could put down here. When you click on that, you could go ahead and write it in order for you to tell me what how to describe that best teacher. And that way it helps me to understand what you like about a teacher. And the last slide is to tell me where you're at. Now I have the arrow here, but it should be up here. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna move that arrow to wherever you feel like. Now this mad face, it's not that you're mad, it just means that you still don't get it, you don't understand, you don't know what's going on, so you would put it there. Now for this next one, you would put it as, well, I understand it a little bit, I'm not sure, quite sure though, I'm not sure about that. This one is like, I'm half and half, I'm kind of know it, I kind of don't know it, I'm still confused. For the next one is like, oh, I think I got this, but I still need that extra help. And then the last one is, oh, I got this. I could do this. This is no problem. So make sure that you put it where you feel you're at. I would like for us to be at the green, all of us, because that way it tells me that you got this and you're ready to learn math. So let's go ahead and make sure you're being honest here, because that's the way I'm going to understand what to do the next video in order to help you out. So make sure that you are understanding this and that you are learning along. And if you need help, just give me a call, send me an email, go to my Zoom meets, and that should help you out. So let me know whenever you need help. So good luck with this first assignment. Make sure you submit it before midnight today so you be counted as present.